this is Terry. I'm back with Carly and Dave, and we're going to talk a little bit more about virtual interviewing skills. So, Dave.
Yeah, Terry, here's the question. We are actually trying to prove a point, and I want to know from you how long it took you to read my shirt. Now I want you to look at Carly and tell me how distracting were the words on her shirt. Because as the moderator here, you're kind of interviewing both of us, right? Yes. At what point did you look into the camera and say, what in the world are they wearing?
Yep.
Well, think about it from an interviewer's point of view.
Yep, Dave, you're right. That would have been my very first thought. It would have been, because we're a visual society. And so what you're putting out there as far as visual goes is not appropriate. And I would have judged you as, not having good presence.
You'd have probably judged me as grumpy.
Yes. Yeah. Or likes to joke about grumpy. But to me, it's just the idea that you've got graphic t-shirts on. And that's not...
Well, yeah, if you're the interviewer, as we talked about in an earlier video, if you're the interviewer, you've got just this, right? And so we're talking about all kinds of things, but the first thing you do is see visual.
Right.
And your first impression is going to be, why is he wearing a hockey jersey?
Yep.
And why does it say grumpy? Because that's not like a real team. Mm-hmm. And so I'm telling you all kinds of fancy things, like I can do this, and I can do that, and I can do this. And you're like, what is he wearing? And you know what? If you miss the important things that I'm saying because of what I'm wearing, that's on me. That's not on you.
Yep. That's totally agreed, Dave. Totally agreed with that.
I think too, like with a virtual job fair interview, whatever it might be, it's easy to say, well, I get to do it from home. I can be in my pajamas. I can roll out of bed and, get ready to go. It's fine. Nobody's going to see me. Well, then you kind of forget that this is how you get personal, is with the cameras, and you get on that screen and then they're like, oh no, I'm in my pajamas talking to a professional right now wearing a dilly t-shirt, and you just hope the camera doesn't fall and reveal the rest of your house while you're doing it.
Oh, ain't that the truth? How awful would that be, by the way? Just think about all the technological issues we've talked about in the past. And what if you touched your phone because you wanted to adjust it or whatever, and it slipped out of your hands and you're in, your boxers, or you're in your basketball shorts, or, you're wearing, tore up jeans or something. And that was a view the interviewer got that is never going to be able to get out of their own head. Yeah. You will be so when the interview is done and they're writing down notes of the interview, right on the top, it's going to say, wore the grumpy hockey jersey, or it'll just in quotes say dilly. And if you dropped the phone by accident, it would just say interviewed in boxer shorts, right? That's how you will be known. It's not you. They're not going to know your name. They're not going to know your skill set. You will be the boxer short guy.
That's right. You got that exactly right, Dave.
I'm 2 for 2, Carly. Did you catch that?
Yeah. Caught it, Dave. I know when you lean in, I can hear you a lot better. Anyways, moral of the story is, when you are going to be interviewing virtually, you still need to dress for an interview. Terry, your clothes look wonderful. I already know you're wearing your high heels. That's fine too. But you do not want to roll out of bed in your pajamas. You don't want to be supporting your favorite team, and they're not even playing right now. So there's no real need to have it on. Dress up like you would, because you are making that impression on the camera for a possible employer.
Yeah. And let's talk about my earrings, right? Look at those. Beautiful, right?
Those are beautiful earrings.
But
let's talk about Carly's earrings.
Do you wear those to an interview? No.
No, they're a bit distracting, big and distracting.
Yes, you don't want to wear big, distracting statement jewelry to an interview, virtual or on-site.
And that's not just for women anymore, right? Because guys are wearing jewelry. Let's talk about piercings for a second. If I had a big lip ring or something fancy here, that would be distracting as well. And it might not be, if you think about it, if you're sitting back like this, I don't want to run into the cabinet. You know, it might not be, but if I'm trying to let Carly hear me better, and I'm up close to the camera like this, and I have glitter here, you're gonna see it, and it's gonna be like, what's going on with that guy? What is that? And again, if I'm having this fantastic conversation, right, and I'm telling you about all these cool things I can do, and as the interviewer, like, there's something on his nose, I'm not listening, right? And so even if you're proud of it, right, because it's a really cool set of earrings, it could be your grandma's earrings, it could be something you feel very positive about, you're distracting the interviewer.
Yes.
Just don't.
Yes. And even types of jewelry that especially types of jewelry that make a statement about your beliefs and your culture, sometimes that can be off-putting to other people, and it's best to not risk that in an interview, because normally you're not taking your culture and your beliefs on a personal level into an interview. So you just want to watch that too.
Well, remember the saying that the interview, while it's about you, it's not for you, right? It's for the person that you're interviewing with. And so you can be proud of a lot of things. And it's not just religion and culture. It's, there's a number of things you could be proud of, any number of things. But in the interview, those things aren't necessarily going to help. And so focus on the job at hand.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Okay, so did we beat this horse? Are we done?
Carly, what do you got to add?
I think we nailed the nail with the hammer.
I still, Terry, love her earrings more than yours.
Yeah, beautiful earrings.
She's got millennial earrings in. How does that sound for me?
And you're still leaning into your computer.
Right, because that's sometime I don't think you're going to be able to hear me.
My earrings are magical, Dave.
And generationally speaking, did you like that term that Dave used for his nose piercing thing?
Well, hold on. Are you still recording this? Yes, everybody likes my terminology. When I do the radio show, they love my terminology because sometimes I'm not thinking when I'm talking. Another thing you shouldn't do in an interview, right?
Right. Yep. So we can loop this all back to an interview. So
once again, yes, 100%. All this fun stuff that we're talking about, you can 100% loop it back into an interview of things, what you're seeing now, things you probably shouldn't do.
There you go. Very good. Okay, so we've covered, I think, another topic on interviewing, and hopefully shared with you some things that are useful, and we'll see you next time.